Well, EFCC has arrested Ifeanyi Okowa, the former governor of Delta State, on allegations of embezzling approximately 1.3 trillion naira. The fund in question was part of the 13% derivation fund allocation for oil-producing states and was allegedly misappropriated between 2015 and 2023. Sources report that Okowa was taken into custody in Port Harcourt after he responded to an EFCC summon. Additionally, he is under investigation for another alleged misuse of 40 billion naira to invest in UTM floating liquefied natural gas, a project by UTM Offshore Limited in Akwa Ibom. Now, EFCC investigators are also examining his alleged acquisition of properties in Abuja, in Asaba, using misappropriated funds. Okowa, who governed Delta State from 2015 until May 2023, was succeeded by Sheriff, the current governor of Delta State. The EFCC is currently holding him in Port Harcourt as the probe continues. Kenneth, I'll bring you in on this story first off. You've heard of all the amounts that he is being probed for at the moment.
Hi. You know, when they mention this kind of amount, people will be questioning, is this real? Is this true? Are they just bringing these figures out? Because how can somebody divert 1.3 trillion, then another one 40 billion? And we have people that struggling
Okay, Kenneth, your network is no longer friendly at the moment. Maybe there's something you want to say that your network is, but we'll give you some time to get it right. Once your network is back, we'll bring you back on that conversation. So I'll just take my guest here on that one. Let's hear your views, Alerichi.
Okay, diversion of 1.3 trillion and 40 billion.
Yes, please.
You know, when I came across this story, I just laughed.
Why?
You know, and the reason why I laugh, is because we have had a series of this kind of allegedly diversion from past governors of states. It's very commendable that the EFCC had the courage to invite him, and also is very commendable on the side of Okowa for also honoring the invitation of the EFCC. But I think, generally, the EFCC, I don't know if they just want to put their names on the pages of newspaper, because we have seen time and time over time where they invite persons for this kind of positioning, and at the end of the day, nothing comes out of the investigation. That's my fear. That's the fear that I have. At the end of the day, nothing will really come out. You see, EFCC are being like a toothless bulldog. They know how to bark, but at the end of the day, they can't even bite. That is my fear. So I think, but if they should do a thorough job, and has been alleged, if it is true that he really diverted this thing, I think they should bring him to book and should just face the one, because these are taxpayers' money. This money are supposed to be used for the development of Delta State. So I think the EFCC should do a thorough job, but my position is that at the end of the day, I don't think anything will.
Sometimes when you hear some governors or some leaders, diverting funds allegedly, and you go to these states or these communities, you begin to ask questions like, see the people that really need this money, or the people who really have this money, okay? And then you see the states that they are in. It begs the question, what is really happening? And you made a statement that caught my attention. I just didn't want to cut your analysis. I wanted you to finish up when you said you are happy that the EFCC had the courage to really approach Okowa. And I'm wondering if that is their responsibility. Are there cases where they do not have, are there certain people they don't have the courage to approach? Are there times when we hear that the EFCC could not approach a certain kind of person? I'm just trying to get the reason for that statements that you made. Yes.
Okay. We have been in this country, and we know what has been going on.
Okay.
Just like the previous administration in Rivers State, let me use that for example. Right on the person of Right on the former governor of Rivers State. You know, there was a panel that was set up by the immediate past governor in the person of Chief Barrister E.N. Wike. You understand? He opened the probe into the activity that transpired in Rivers State. I think a white paper was brought out, and petitions were also written when he stood for screening during his ministerial appointment. You see, the previous government wrote petitions to EFCC, and at the end of the day, EFCC didn't have the courage.
That's what you're saying, that them not making a move, as we heard, is them not having the courage to.
Yes. Yeah,
I don't know if Kenneth is back. But if Kenneth is back, you were saying something that we could not hear earlier. So if you could start over so we get your analysis on this story.
Yeah, I was saying, you know, when these people in this country, just like you said, the actual persons that need this money are there in the streets. So they don't feed, you know, if you go to their states, you see that their states is even not is underdeveloped. You see, so they are suffering. So I wonder, you don't really actually move around the states, just stay there to serve the people. And then live in another different world. You know, I feel this is just a thing of the conscience. So I don't know. I feel really what has happened along the line, because this one is just so too much. You know, some people were even saying that it was used for campaign, you know, during his presidential bid with article. You know, so one will begin to wonder, okay, these men, they divert this money so they can use it for politics and maybe come to buy votes, give these people 1,000 during the election day so that they can vote for them again. Is it actually what we want? So this might just be the mindset behind this whole diversion and stealing. Okay, so what I'm saying is that let's reach actually know the reason why people do these things. Is it that why is it coming from? I don't want to from where to where, because this money is just too much. And I wonder, what would someone be doing with this so amount of money? 40 billion, 1.3 trillion, it's just way too much.
Okay, Kenneth, let me come in here. Let me come in here. Sorry, before you continue, you continue your analysis. But we have a lot of people, even young people these days, who talk about getting involved in politics, and then the first thing they're thinking of is how much they can divert, how much they can gather before they leave office. So this is looking like a general mindset. Not general, not in the sense that every single person has it, but general in the sense that a lot of people have this mind. I don't know if you've had conversations with people who are aspiring to be politicians, you know, who are aspiring to get involved in politics. This is what they are telling you. How, when they get there, what they would do. Sometimes when we analyze stories like this, you hear people say, when I get there, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'll take as much as my people will be waiting for me. The things like that. It begs the question, how did we even get here? How do we come out of this? You talked about the EFCC, and my guest in the studio, Alerichi, has talked about the EFCC not being courageous to approach certain people. Could this be one of the issues that we are having? Is this something that you think is also a problem, that you think is actually also happening? All right, Kenneth, you can continue now.
Okay, you know, when young persons are actually saying these things that, when they get into politics, they are going to steal, do this, divert money, it's because they feel politics is a lucrative business. Yes, they feel it's something that when you do, you get a lot of money. But I tell them, what I do tell them is that politics is a calling, leadership is a calling. It's a calling. You are called to serve the people. Yes, and the Bible says whoever is going to serve, whoever is going to be the leader of people should be a servant leader. So we have two types of leaders. We have the transactional leaders and we have the transformational leaders. So I believe we should have this mindset of being a transformational leader. We are all in this together. We are all doing this together. Whatever comes, we are going to share in the benefits and even in the woes. Okay? So what I'm saying is not out of place. Yes, but let us start telling these people that, see, politics is not a business where you come and try to loot funds, divert money meant for the public servant, the public, and the roads construction and all that. No, we should start disabusing their minds from there. Okay, so the EFCC should do more. Like we said, some of these people just go scot-free. Okay, yes, it has been brought to book, right? They are doing the investigation. Let us see through that this money is being recovered. Yes, when these monies are being recovered, we should now know where exactly they are being going into, where they're putting this money into. Let us see it. Let us see it in the lives of the people. Let us see it in the state of the people. Let us see it in the well-being of the people. Because sometimes when they recover this money, because Abacha loot, okay, come to think of it, I just remember the Abacha loot. You have been recovering money from Abacha with the foreign banks, Switzerland and all that. They have been returning monies to Nigeria that they said Abacha looted. Sometimes we see it on the newspaper. So where are these monies going into? These are the questions we should ask. So these younger ones, they are seeing these things, they are seeing all these things playing out, and most of them are not really happy. They are following the footsteps of these people. So let us know that as leaders, we have a sacred calling. It's a very big one. The tax is on us to make sure that we transform the society. And we cannot do that when we start diverting funds, need reckless abandon. Look at the amount that they're calling. And someone cannot afford a meal per day. It's just too much. So everybody should sit up. The EFCC is a good one. Kudos, I know. But let it not be another witchcraft, that they will say because it's PDP. Why are they not going for APC members? I don't want to go into that discussion, but let them make sure that everybody that has stolen a penny is brought to book. And let us see that these monies are recovered. Every bit of them all are recovered and be put in good use. Thank you.
All right, let me bring you in on that question I asked Kenneth about the mindset that a lot of Nigerians have concerning leadership and politics.
So I would want you to repeat the question.
Okay. Concerning leadership and politics, where people feel like that's a place where they can go and get rich.
Okay. Too many things have been playing out in this country. You see, the younger ones now have this mindset and notation that when they get into politics, they have the opportunity to amass wealth for themselves because of what is happening as of now. You see, we have seen some persons who have not been into any business. We have seen some persons who have not worked literally anywhere. You see, when they get into politics, you see them amassing wealth for themselves. So I think it has sent a very wrong signal to the youth, and they feel that okay, politics is just a conduit pipe where they will just come and suck, get themselves rich and gather for the future. But I think they should have a rethink and a reorientation, because what we are talking about is about the well-being of Nigeria and Nigerians.